Breaking news: Tottenham offer managerial role to Inter Milan boss. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Tottenham's turbulent season under Ange Postecoglou has led to serious questions about his future at the club. Now, an intriguing name has surfaced as a potential replacement: Simone Inzaghi. With their hopes for domestic silverware already dashed, Tottenham are reportedly considering a major managerial change. Despite a promising start under Postecoglou, recent results have cast doubt over his long-term prospects at the club. Tottenham approach Inter Milan manager for head coach role. According to Inter Live, Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy is exploring managerial alternatives after a disappointing run in domestic competitions. Spurs were eliminated from the Carabao Cup semi-finals by Liverpool and suffered an early FA Cup exit against Aston Villa. With their Premier League campaign also faltering, pressure is mounting on Ange Postecoglou to turn things around, and one of the names strongly linked with the potential vacancy is Simone Inzaghi, who has established himself as one of Europe's top coaches with Inter Milan. The Italian tactician has led Inter to a Serie A title and guided them to the Champions League final, proving his ability to compete at the highest level. Reports indicate that Fabio Paratici, the former Spurs director, who still holds sway at the club, is pushing for Inzaghi's appointment. Tottenham are believed to be prepared to offer the 48-year-old a very rich contract in a bid to lure him to North London. Additionally, Spurs are ready to provide significant financial backing in the transfer market, should he agree to take the role. Tottenham's ambitions at the start of the season included a push for Champions League qualification and a strong domestic campaign. However, under Ange Postecoglou's leadership, Spurs have struggled for consistency, making European qualification unlikely. Despite being heavily backed in the transfer market, Postecoglou has failed to deliver the desired results, raising concerns within the club's hierarchy. Another trophyless season is on the cards, one report claims, highlighting the urgency for a change. Whether Tottenham ultimately move on from Postecoglou remains to be seen, but if results do not improve soon, Daniel Levy and the board may feel they have no choice but to make a move, and Inzaghi could be the man to step in. Fabrizio Romano shares Jack Grealish update amid Tottenham links. Transfer insider Fabrizio Romano has now shared what he knows about the future of Manchester City winger Jack Grealish amidst Tottenham links. The 2024-25 campaign has been far from ideal for English winger Jack Grealish, as the 29-year-old wide player has found himself on the bench more often than not. The former Aston Villa man, who was once undroppable after making his swap from the West Midlands to Manchester, has now found himself down the pecking order. Manager Pep Guardiola considers the likes of Doku, Savinho and Foden as his preferred options on the wing instead of Grealish. He started City's Champions League clash against Real Madrid on Tuesday evening, playing a key part in Erling Haaland's opening goal, but was forced off after half an hour with a groin issue. With game time hard to come by, there have been rumours linking the Englishman with a move away from Manchester City. Tottenham are one of the clubs said to be monitoring Grealish's situation closely, with speculation about the future of the Manchester City winger swirling. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has now provided an update on his situation. On his YouTube channel, the Italian journalist revealed that Grealish is no longer untouchable, and that a move away from Manchester City is very much on the cards in a few months. He said, "In general, guys, since the start of the season, the feeling for summer 2025 was for Jack Grealish to have concrete chances to leave Manchester City. He's no longer untouchable for Manchester City, and is a situation to watch for the summer transfer window. At the moment, there is nothing really concrete, but it's just a feeling at Manchester City that there could be some movement in that position, with Jack Grealish potentially involved. With Tottenham showing keen interest in the forward, this is good news for the club if they are willing to make a bid. Though the finances will be on the high side, City's willingness to listen to offers suggests that a deal is on the cards if a club comes with a reasonable bid. Additionally, we have seen the Manchester club part ways with some of their biggest names in recent years. If the Englishman were to make a move to Spurs, it would be a good buy in my opinion. I love his versatility and his time at Aston Villa. The fact that he can play on the left where we need more quality, as a 10 and an 8, would do us a lot of good. However, it is up to Tottenham's hierarchy to decide. Tottenham hold a long-standing admiration for Nico Williams, who is open to Premier League transfer. The January window might have only closed less than a week ago, but we have already seen reports state that Spurs are starting to plan for the summer window as they continue to rebuild their squad. Last week, it was suggested that the Lily-Whites' priority in the summer is to add firepower to their front line so that they can take the goal-scoring burden off Dominic Solanke. It has now emerged that one attacker the Spurs have had their eye on for a long time is poised to leave his club this summer. The player in question is Athletic Club Bilbao's Nico Williams, who has emerged as one of the most feared wide players in La Liga over the last few years. The Athletic claim that Tottenham have a long-standing admiration for Spain international, who changed his mind regarding where he wanted to move to. Last summer, Williams had his heart set on a move to Barca, but the Catalan club are no longer likely to be in for him next summer, given Rafinha and Lamine Yamal's form this season. It is asserted that the 22-year-old is now more open to moving to the Premier League next season, with English clubs needing to meet his £50 million release clause to secure his services. However, the outlet adds that Tottenham are expected to face competition from the likes of Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Chelsea and Liverpool, who are also fans of the young winger. Paying Williams' release clause will not be an issue for Tottenham, but the challenge for the North London side would be to convince the winger to come to N17. Tottenham and Arsenal were both linked with a multitude of players in the January transfer window. It has now been reported that an £83 million rated attacker who was on Arsenal's radar in January is now wanted by Tottenham at the end of the season. The player in question is Jamie Gittens, who has made a real name for himself at Borussia Dortmund this season. Arsenal were said to be in pursuit of Gittens in the January transfer window, while Tottenham were also credited with an interest in Gittens. Now, Tottenham have placed Gittens among the names at the top of their summer wish list, according to GiveMeSport. This despite Spurs recruitment chiefs being aware that additional interest from Arsenal and Chelsea could lead to a bidding war for the Dortmund star. In addition, it is said that Tottenham have been given fresh optimism in their pursuit due to Dortmund sitting 11th in the Bundesliga table. Dortmund are more likely to cash in on Gittens if they miss out on the Champions League, claimed the report. Gittens would be a very high-quality and versatile option for either Tottenham or Arsenal. The 20-year-old is a right-footed winger who can feature on both flanks and has been plying his trade mostly on the left of late. He is a strong dribbler who isn't afraid to bear down on opponents with his aggressive ball carrying and likes to cut inside on his stronger right foot. That's it for today's update. If you like the video and want to keep up with everything Tottenham, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for our latest content. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and share it with other Spurs fans. Let's build our Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs.